Dreams deferred, the rise of China's ghost cities. China, a land of ancient history and modern marvels. But beneath its glittering facade lies a disconcerting reality. Ghost cities. These eerie metropolises, monuments to unrealized dreams, stand as silent testaments to China's breakneck economic growth and the perils of unchecked ambition. Imagine sprawling avenues lined with towering skyscrapers, all eerily empty. That's the haunting reality of China's ghost cities. These cities, once envisioned as bustling hubs of commerce and culture, now stand as stark reminders of the risks of over-speculation and the fragility of economic bubbles. But how did these ghost cities emerge? What drove the relentless construction in the face of dwindling demand, and what does the future hold for these desolate landscapes? To understand the ghost city phenomenon, we need to rewind to the turn of the millennium. China's economy was on fire, fueled by an insatiable global appetite for its manufactured goods. Construction boomed, driven by a belief that rapid urbanization was the key to continued prosperity. Local governments, incentivized to boost GDP figures, poured money into ambitious real estate projects, often on a scale that defied logic and demand. This construction frenzy, however, outpaced actual demand. Apartments were sold before they were even built, often as investments rather than homes. The result? Millions of empty apartments, unoccupied and unneeded. The promise of a better life in these new cities drew millions from rural areas, but the jobs, the schools, the hospitals, the very things that breathe life into a city, often lagged behind the breakneck pace of construction. The year is 2021. Evergrande, a behemoth of China's real estate industry, crumbles under the weight of its own debt, sending shockwaves throughout the global economy. This wasn't just a company failing, it was a stark warning sign, a canary in the coal mine of China's property market. Evergrande's collapse exposed the systemic risks of China's over-reliance on real estate. The company's failure left a trail of unfinished projects and disgruntled investors, highlighting the human cost of this economic gamble. Remember those state guest mansions, luxurious villas meant to house dignitaries, now occupied by farmers, their marble floors a stark contrast to the surrounding farmland, a poignant image of misplaced priorities and the chasm between ambition and reality. The Chinese government, faced with a looming crisis, has stepped in with measures to stabilize the market. Relaxed lending rules, financial lifelines to struggling developers, and incentives to purchase unsold properties, all aimed at deflating the bubble before it bursts. But will these interventions be enough to breathe life into these desolate cities? The future of China's ghost cities remains uncertain. Will they remain eerie monuments to a bygone era of unbridled ambition? Or can they be transformed into thriving communities? One thing is clear, the path forward requires a delicate balancing act, addressing the immediate crisis while laying the foundation for a more sustainable and equitable model of urban development.